Hi, modern love feels hard. The rise of clear coding and emotional honesty. Imagine this. You meet someone. The connection feels real. They text you every day. They laugh at your jokes. They make you feel seen. It feels easy. Natural. Almost like something you don't have to question. But then, you start wondering, where is this going? And suddenly, things feel confusing. They pull back. They become inconsistent. Their energy shifts. Without explanation. And you're left trying to decode their behavior. You replay conversations in your head. You analyze every message. You start asking yourself questions like, did I do something wrong? Am I overthinking? Do they even care? If this feels familiar, you're not alone. Millions of people today are experiencing the exact same pattern. Modern love isn't failing. It's changing. And today, we're going to talk about why love feels harder than ever, and how a new trend called clear coding might be the solution. Section 1, Why Love Feels Hard Today. Let's be honest. Dating today is exhausting. Not because people don't want love, but because the environment around love has changed. You have endless options, dating apps that make people feel replaceable, social media that creates unrealistic relationship standards, and people who don't always say what they truly mean. We live in a world of mixed signals. One day, I miss you. Next day, silence. One moment, they act like they care deeply. Next moment, they feel distant. Almost unavailable. This creates what psychologists call emotional ambiguity, a state where you're emotionally involved, but mentally uncertain. And according to Zygmunt Bauman, modern relationships have become what he described as liquid love: fragile, uncertain, and easily broken. In other words, people want connection, but they also fear commitment. They crave intimacy, but avoid vulnerability. They want love, but without the risk that comes with it. And that internal conflict? That's what creates inconsistency. That's what creates confusion. And ultimately, that's what makes modern love feel so hard. Section 2, The Problem, Mixed Signals and Emotional Confusion. Here's the real issue. Most people are not clear about what they want. Or worse, they know, but they don't say it. Why? Because clarity feels risky. There is fear of rejection, fear of losing options, fear of being too much, fear of being vulnerable and not being chosen. So instead, people communicate indirectly. They breadcrumb, giving you just enough attention to keep you interested, but never enough to feel secure. They ghost, disappearing without explanation, leaving you to create your own closure. They stay emotionally unavailable, while still enjoying the benefits of your presence. And this creates emotional confusion. You feel connected, but not secure. You feel wanted, but not chosen. And that contradiction is emotionally draining. According to Brené Brown, clear is kind. Unclear is unkind. Let that sink in. When someone is unclear with you, it's not neutral. It's not harmless. It creates anxiety, overthinking, emotional instability. And slowly, you begin to question your own worth. You start lowering your standards, accepting less than you deserve, just to keep the connection alive. Section 3, What is clear coding? Now here's where things start to change. A new dating trend is rising. And it's called clear coding. Clear coding simply means this: you say what you mean. You express your intentions early. You don't play emotional games. But more than that, it's a mindset shift. From trying to be liked, to being honest. From chasing connection, to creating alignment. For example, instead of saying, let's see where things go, you say, I'm looking for something serious. Instead of pretending to be okay, you say, I need consistency to feel secure. Instead of disappearing, you communicate, I don't feel a connection. It's simple. But in today's dating culture, it's rare. And that's what makes it powerful. Because clarity does something most people underestimate: it removes confusion. And confusion is one of the biggest sources of emotional pain in modern relationships. When there is no confusion, there is less anxiety, less overthinking, less emotional guessing. And more importantly, there is emotional safety. And emotional safety is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Section 4, The Power of Emotional Honesty. But clear coding is not just about what you say. It's about how honest you are with yourself. And with the other person. Because the truth is, many people are not lying to others. They are lying to themselves. They say, I'm okay with something casual. When deep down, they want something real. They say, I don't care that they're inconsistent. But every time the phone doesn't ring, it hurts. This is where emotional honesty comes in. Emotional honesty means acknowledging what you truly feel, expressing what you truly need, and accepting what is truly happening even when it's uncomfortable. Because honesty is uncomfortable. It forces you to face reality, instead of the version of the relationship you hope exists. As Carl Rogers once said, what is most personal is most universal. In other words, the more real you are about your feelings, the more you create space for real connection. When you are emotionally honest, you stop performing. You stop pretending. You stop chasing validation. And something powerful happens, you start attracting people who meet you at your level of truth, not at your level of fear. Section 5, Why clarity feels so hard. So if clarity is so powerful, why do so many people avoid it? Because clarity comes with consequences. When you are clear, you risk rejection, you lose people who are not aligned, you can no longer hide behind confusion. Clarity forces reality. And reality can be uncomfortable. Because sometimes, clarity reveals that they don't want what you want. They're not ready. They're not choosing you. And that truth can hurt. But here's the deeper truth. Rejection is immediate. But temporary confusion is slow. And destructive confusion keeps you stuck. It keeps you hoping, waiting, overanalyzing, investing emotional energy into something that has no clear direction. And over time, that drains your confidence, your self-worth, your emotional stability. So people avoid clarity. Not because it's wrong, but because it's honest. And honesty leaves no room for illusion. Section 6, How to practice clear coding. So how do you actually apply this in your life? How do you move from confusion to clarity? Here are 4 powerful shifts. 1. Get clear with yourself first before asking someone else what they want. Ask yourself, what am I truly looking for? Not what sounds good. Not what keeps someone around. But what aligns with your values. Because if you're unclear with yourself, you will accept unclear behavior from others. 2. Communicate early, without fear. Don't wait months to express your intentions. Clarity is not pressure. It's direction. The right person will not be scared away by honesty. They will be drawn to it. 3. Pay attention to actions, not words. Anyone can say, I like you. But consistency, effort, presence, that's the real language of love. Clear coding is not just what people say. It's what they repeatedly do. 4. Be willing to walk away. This is the hardest part. Clarity means, if someone cannot meet your needs, you don't negotiate your worth. You don't stay and hope they change. You choose yourself. Because the goal is not to keep every connection. It's to keep the right one. Section 7, The shift happening in modern love. Here's what most people don't realize. We are in the middle of a major shift in how relationships work. The old model of love was based on playing hard to get, hiding emotions, waiting for the other person to make the first move, but that model is breaking. And a new one is emerging, based on emotional intelligence, honest communication, psychological awareness. This is why it feels difficult. Because we are unlearning old patterns, while trying to build new ones. And that transition? It's uncomfortable. But it's necessary. Because the future of love is not about guessing. It's about understanding. Heading to the end, allow me to say, the problem is not that love is harder. Maybe it's that love is becoming more honest. And honesty requires courage. The courage to say what you feel. The courage to ask for what you need. The courage to walk away from what is unclear. Because at the end of the day, love should not feel like confusion. It should not feel like anxiety. It should not feel like constant doubt. Real love feels like clarity. It feels like peace. It feels like being chosen, consistently. So the next time you find yourself overthinking, ask yourself one simple question: is this clear? Or am I creating meaning where there is none? Because where there is clarity, there is no need to chase. If this message resonated with you, take a moment, hit like, subscribe to Love Psychology Lab. And in the comments, tell me, have you ever experienced confusion in modern dating? Let's start a real conversation. Because the more we talk about these patterns, the more we break them. And if you stayed until the end, you're already one step closer to building a healthier, clearer kind of love.